We are going to create this pegboard game with the CNC router. We're going to go through steps today on how to set up the router, check the materials, and run through the software on programming. All of these materials are in the toolbox underneath the shelf. As we look at this, the collet itself, the tool holder, is going to be needed to be attached to the router, and again, to use that we want to make sure that the diameter of the bit fits into the collet. There's 3 different sizes that are part of this, and once we have this into the collet, we're going to take and tighten this on with the 2 wrenches. We want to make sure that this is secure, so as we tighten that together, if we offset it like that and squeeze those, it'll tighten that up and we'll be in place that we want to be. So we remove this piece for our operation today. When you're using it, you're going to want to make sure that that is included in it. That way, with the video, you'll be able to see that operation. Here is the bits and collets, again in the toolbox underneath. The next thing that we're going to do, we're going to cut a number of these out of one piece of material. So we're going to take the material and make sure that we use the vacuum table to set up our vacuum table. In the toolbox, we want to find our foam strips. And with the foam strips, just make sure that they're kind of clean, dust-free. We want to try to match our materials. So as we do that, we can lay in our first piece. And then over the vacuum, we're going to want to find out which grooves we're going to put the longer pieces into. So we're going to do that. I'm going to move that over. These can overlap, but you want to make sure that they're seated well into the table. So I've got that one, that's going to fit in my corner there. And I'll take the next piece and place that. Again, making sure that it's in the track all the way through. And our last one. Will be here. Again, depending on the size of your material, you're going to make those adjustments. I'm going to place this on and test it first. Make sure that it is sealed down. The vacuum's going to make some noise. So as we do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to check to make sure that it's sealed all the way down. Sometimes you'll have to press that in place. Once that vacuum takes hold, move it back and forth, and then we'll shut the vacuum off. So my material is on the vac. We have our foam strips in. We know that the vacuum works. We've already set our bit into our router. On the initial setup of the router, we have to let the machine do the 0 start. So we want to have everything clear and ready to go. When we turn the power on, once we turn our power on, we're going to open up our program. When the program initially opens, we need to, as it says, press cycle start to send the machine home. Cycle start will be our green button. So we got again, we can use the press reset. And now the machine itself is going to find its limits on both the X, Y, and Z. So when this is done, it'll give you the X, Y, and Z numbers. Currently, there's nothing there until it zeroes itself. It does take a little while to do that, but you need to do that on your first setup when you start the machine. As long as the machine is not shut off, you can continue to use the setting. All right, now it has established its limits, and now we're going to do our jog back to our part. So we're going to move over to locate that part. Remember when we were going to zero this, we always want to turn the vacuum on. Check our part to make sure that it is secure to the table. We're going to use that paper to test where our zero is. I'm going to move it over to the corner just a little bit more. And now we want to make sure that we set zero, and that is going to be our start. We're going to go and load a program. So we're going to select load. We have the sample of the peg tool on the desktop. Check that the job name, peg tool game, is listed, and that our X, Y, and Z are at zero. We're just about ready to start. This is where you want to make sure that you have your eye protection, ear protection, because the router makes additional noise, and make sure your work area is clear. You want to make sure the exhaust is on as well to help us. And again, for our demonstration, we have these removed so that you can see that operation, but we should have our sides on when we do that as well. At this point, when we're at our zero, we can go ahead and select our start. At this point, if we were going to create an additional one,
we can take and jog our part over, and we would reset our 0. So we're just going to jog over. Find our new starting point. And just like we did the first time, we would go 0 home and run our next program.
What we end up with is a cutout, and from this point, we're going to use the bandsaw to cut out your triangle and then finish the edge as instructed. Again, as we're putting this together, once that's taken care of, we can jog it back to our middle point and make any adjustments that you need to.